Okay. Okay. Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Hey Charan, good evening. How are you? I'm doing fantastic.
I'm also doing great, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, Recently, on August 5th, the Bhumi Puja was held at Ayodhya, sir. Uh,
Uh,
and how are you feeling, sir,
of course, very
about it?
happy. Of course, very happy. It's an historic moment for all of us. For all of us.
So,
So no words to describe, because it is about a a personality, Rama. So definitely, I'm happy about it.
yes, yes, sir. So, there are a lot of questions I wanted to ask, but based on time, we'll restrict our questions, and I'll get to the important questions that I've got from my friends and my personal questions as well. And the two main questions that were posed at me were that why is it that Ram Mandir should be there at Ayodhya? And there are already many temples in of Ram, Lord Rama in India. So why specifically at Ayodhya? And one more question is, why should crores and crores of money be invested for the temple?
Okay, okay. I think this is the most trending topic across the web and the a lot of TV channels also. This has become a prime time news topic for
Yes,
debate as well. I think
yes,
many news channels are minting money also on this topic. Yeah. So see, let us not be prejudiced before when we go to this. Let us understand very simply about the relevance of temples and all. Then we will be able to appreciate what is being done and what's happening also. So let us first understand. See, the question which you have asked contains why do we need Ram temple when we have already so many temples? First of all, we should understand what is the importance of a temple. Then we will come to why Ram temple, why not Ram temple, all those things. Okay.
right, right,
See, when you come to a temple, right? Temple is not just a place of worship, Charan. Temple was never just a place of worship. Temple is a record of history. Temple, our temples, especially in India, are the treasure houses of knowledge, education, service, culture, tradition, employment, civilization. What not, man? What not? It has done
right,
all these things, all these things. More than anything, temple is a source of inspiration also, peace and prosperity as well. Isn't it, Sharon?
yes,
Isn't
yes,
it?
sir,
You
yes,
think
sir,
so?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely true.
So let us understand, now people are asking,
Hmm.
why do we need a temple, requirement of temple? Okay, before we ask this, answer that question, let us
Hmm.
ask ourselves, and we should ask ourselves, why should we need more schools? Why should we need more restaurants? Why do we need more dishes to eat daily? Why do we need variety of clothes? Why do we need so many movies, high budget movies, low budget movies? Why do we need shopping malls? Why do we need commercial sports like IPL? Why do we need various mobile phones?
Right,
Why do we need, Sharon? Why do we need? All these are to satisfy our desires, right?
right. Needs and desires.
Our needs and desires. I'll tell you one more thing. Let us take a school. When you talk about a school, Charan, how many of us are going to government schools? How many of us have studied in government schools? How many of the people who are questioning the Ram temple are sending their children to government schools with minimum budget? So whenever they talk about a school for their children, they want a high budget, very good infrastructure, and a brand valued school, right?
But
And for
but their
that
kids,
they are going to
right.
spend lakhs
Hmm.
of rupees. They go through a politician or an influential person and pay money. They do
And in
so
the
many
end, they
things.
want a government job.
And at the end of the day, they want a government job. You are right.
Government.
Yeah, you are right. And they want a government job. But see,
Hmm.
understand,
Hmm.
school is a term which is being more abusive nowadays, because everybody is starting a school without an ideology or without a direction of what to do with the school. They earn money in real estate and they keep it in schools, and they take money here and they do it. They divert it back to the real estate. So, see, anyway, the point which I'm driving here is, we want more in everything. We want variety in everything. We want to satisfy our desires, needs, luxuries, whatever, everything we want to desire. everything we want to satisfy, but at the end of the day, when it comes to a temple, why do we need another temple? Why do you need a shopping mall next to your home? When you are choosing a home, when you are choosing a home, you just go to a place and see whether there is a shopping mall, whether there is a hospital complex, whether it is secured or not. Why, man? Why so many facilities are required? Just choose a home randomly.
Right.
When it comes to your life, you feel that everything should be there, but not temple. See, this is a bias that is there in every one of us, not just in one or two. It is there in majority of us that temple, why should it require? Small temple is required. First of all, why should we require temple? God does not ask for it. Is God asking you to construct a temple? Isn't it?
Correct.
See,
Yes.
understand, when these temples are constructed and maintained properly, the culture, civilization, and all other employment opportunities also will come along with it. Tell me, do you really think the mainstream employment model can employ the flower makers? Can you,
No.
the priests, the Vedic pandits,
The sculptors?
sculptors, artisans?
Yes.
Do you think they can employ these people sufficiently? And all these people are marginal. They are not minting money, you understand? Who is providing employment for all these people? A temple is providing.
Temple is providing.
A temple is providing, man. So when a temple is providing, if we
Sir,
don't have
also
any, yeah, please.
the construction of temples. I mean, if you see now, we hardly hear temples being built in our surroundings. It's quite very less. We always hear a mall being built, or maybe a bus stop being built. But this is one of the reasons why we see beautiful sculptures that are they're not visible right now. If you see the oldest temples in Tamil Nadu, the kind of sculptures that were done, it's just impossible to do it right now. The sculptors we have today, because they don't have jobs, employment opportunities have reduced, so their talent does not come out.
Yes, yes, yeah. See, these are the things which we can think of our petty brains. So there are a lot of other things which we cannot, imagine also what are the benefits of temple, right?
Yes.
So let's not, be prejudiced about not having temples also. One more thing which I want to say is, if you ask me, rather than more schools these days, we require more number of temples now, which are maintained properly according to the tradition, according to the scriptures, and which acts as the centers of service, inspiration, peace, and prosperity. This is the requirement of the day. And the problem here is, will the same question be asked if you construct any religious structure for any other religion? Nobody cares for it. If a church is being constructed, a mosque is being constructed, some other religious structures are being constructed, nobody is asking that question. Why? Because no, we should not touch them. But when it comes to a temple, suddenly everybody feels they own it, and suddenly everybody feels they can comment on it.
Right.
You understand? So this we are calling it as secularism. No, this they are calling it as secularism. How can we call this a secularism? Tell me. Secularism means equal respect to all religions. It is not disrespect to one religion and freebies and favors to other religions, right?
Right.
It is called hypocrisy. If you want to be secular, you have to be secular, totally, completely, truly, right?
Right.
See, once upon a time, our temple system is destroyed by somebody for whatever reason it is. Let us not go into those details. Okay, somebody who have invaded us, they have destroyed the temples thoroughly and spoiled our culture and burnt our history. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because of that, what has happened? The traditional knowledge which was passed through across the generations is stopped. Now this is the time where we actually built up these religious structures in the places of inspiration and of religious significance, and develop that what do you say, passing the knowledge to the generations, passing the knowledge about Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata, whatever it is, whichever thing it is. I'm not restricting to one thing. There is a need. Don't try to be prejudiced in the name of being secular. Okay,
Right.
see, this is the importance of temple. We can discuss length and breadth about what kind of temples served as what kind of inspiration in maybe in another session. But as you said, as you rightly pointed out, if you go to temples in Kerala, Andhra in some places, and Tamil Nadu in some places, Karnataka also for that matter,
Right.
I have not been to North as such, so I don't know much about the structures there. But definitely, there are a lot of temples which are of religious importance in the North also, right? So
Right.
these temples were built with extraordinary talent, and they were built over the years. So let us respect the temples and let us
Yes.
understand the temples. Number one. See, the second part of the question is why Ram Temple? Why Ram Temple? See, first of all, you understand Ayodhya is a place where Ram is born. Rama is born. Ayodhya. See, Ramayana is an epic. Epic means itihasa. Itihasa means it has happened like this. It is a record of history. And I condemn the word mythology to be used for Ramayana. If you want to use mythology for Harry Potter, go and use it. If you want to use mythology for Age of Thrones or something else, you go and use it for that. Ramayana and Mahabharata are recorded histories. They are itihasas. They happened like that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. In that itihasa, it is mentioned Ram was born in Ayodhya. It is his birthplace. So definitely Rama's birthplace is Ayodhya. And in Ayodhya, there has to be something which is relevant to Rama. Right? If somebody, you understand, there was Ram temple and somebody came and broke it or demolished it, and then they constructed some other religious structure, and now you are telling that no, there is no need of it, why should be there, why should, no, you tell me the same thing. If somebody comes to your home, suddenly pushes you out of it, demolishes the home, grabs the land from you, don't you fight for it?
Yes, we fight. Obviously, yes.
Oh,
We fight
when
for
it
our
comes
rights.
to your home you will fight, but when it comes to Ram temple you don't fight, is it? What kind of justice is it? What
Right.
kind of justice is it, tell me?
Absolutely right. Yes. This is
Okay,
not
so
good.
it is not about religion, Charan. It is about the right. It is about the history. Yes, history tells us that Ram temple was there.
Yes.
Then why do you want to fight for it? Let us accept it as a truth. See, if truth is too much for intelligent people, so-called intelligent people, let them vanish. It doesn't matter. But truth will stand the test of the time, right?
Satyameva Jayate. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Satyamev Jayate, right. Okay. But another thing you understand, Sharon, other people are talking about why should you spend 200 crores or 300 crores? Because you are asking, I'm telling you. Let me tell you one thing. If you have to construct a small home which is of 200 yards, maybe a 2-bedroom flat that you have to construct, how much you are spending now? 1 crore? Especially in Bangalore, it is a 1 or 1.2 crores, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
How many of us are staying in this, Sharath? We are just hardly 3-4 people maximum.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
For
Three
3-4
to four
people,
people. Yes.
you are working all your life and spending 1.5 crores to 2 crores on just how the land and the construction only. Correct? Do you really require that much
So
home?
that and
That big home?
after all, we are going to live maybe for maybe 60, 70 years.
That's
And
okay. I'm coming
mm,
there. The
mm,
point
mm,
here is, do you
mm.
really require that much amount of home? Why
No.
can't we live very normal home? And another thing, forget about home. Let me ask about the mobile phone that you are using. When we see the mobile phone, everybody is having a mobile phone which is of the latest model, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Do you really require 50,000 mobile phone? Are smartphones not available in 5,000 rupees? Okay, home you have got, mobile also is fine. TV, what kind of TV you are using, Charan? We use a TV which is like 80 centimeters, whatever it is. I don't know
80
what.
inches. Yes.
80 inches, right?
Inches.
Yeah, 80 inches, 70 inches,
Mm.
digital DTS studio.
LED.
Do you really think that is required? You have a latest luxurious mobile phone, home, bedroom. At last, you have a luxurious bathroom also.
Yes, sir.
And in spite of all these things, you save for your future generations. You buy 2 homes, 3 homes, villas, occupied with proper infrastructure around, greenery around. You want to earn so much for your future generations. You want to save, you want to invest in some mutual funds. All this is because of your insecurity, right? Or your passion towards your future generations. So don't you think Rama temple has to stand the test of the time and pass it to the future generations?
It has to. Yes.
When you are spending luxurious life, how can you come in front of the media and talk about why should 200 crores be spent? What is your business in this? There is a temple trust which is managing this. It is raising funds, it's in its own way. People are supporting it. And the purpose of the trust is to build a temple. Let it build, no?
But why invest this money during the course of pandemic?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to tell you. During the course of pandemic, let me ask you this question now.
Hmm.
All the software engineers are working, right?
Yes.
All of them, or most of them, are working from home.
Yes, sir.
Not just software engineers, for that matter, many professions. Like, take the government employees also, teachers also, doctors also, anybody you take. Do you think that during the course of pandemic, if the government or the company organization announces there will be a cut in 50% of salaries, will they work?
No, they will not.
Why, man? During the course of pandemic, they should be contributing salary to the pandemic, right? See, what is the purpose of your work? The purpose of your work is to earn money and livelihood for your family. Yes or no?
Yes.
You are doing it. You don't accept any single penny cut in your salary. You don't want to donate. Or if you donate, you just donate 1,000, 2,000 for the pandemic cost. And now you are telling that this temple trust should not construct a temple during the pandemic. This temple trust started constructing the temple right now, during Corona. This case has been there since ages in the court, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It was a historical case which is running, and lot of preparation was done before Corona. Since last 20, 30 years, they have constructed, they have made pillars, they have made a lot of arrangements, lot of plans were being made about it.
Right.
And now because pandemic has happened, see, what we could say is, maybe we can delay this project. Maybe, that also depends on the choice of the trust. If you make some kind of comment like that, maybe we should think about it. But saying that during pandemic, why should they spend? So what do you think they should spend it on? They have raised funds saying that they will build a temple. Don't you think it is illegal to divert the funds?
That is also wrong. Yeah. It's
Then,
illegal. Yes.
see, pandemic is something which all of us are facing. When pandemic, everybody is facing the pandemic, then you should, and everybody should cut their half salaries and give it to the pandemic. Why are we not doing it? Only when it comes to the temple construction, you say that the money should be given. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that is absolute hypocrisy. I'm telling you, this is hypocrisy. You will not do it, but you expect some other person to do it, right?
Selfishness. Yes, sir.
Suddenly, okay, I'll ask you one more thing. During the pandemic, don't you think there are construction of shopping malls happening? Near my home, there is a construction that is going on. It means, I suppose that is a future shopping mall. And near the road that I am passing, a bigger road that I am passing, there is a huge construction that is happening, that is apartment. Do you think that apartment complex is required during the pandemic?
Sir, but that is a private investment of money. This is from the government, sir.
Which, come on, Sharon, temple is not being built from the government. It is being built from a trust.
The trust gets the money from the people of the country, or a percentage of the government funds are being sent for the
So
trust.
during the pandemic, you are saying the government is supporting this temple. Who
That's
said
what
that?
that's what the people are saying.
Let them imagine whatever they want. See, it is not our question to, it is not our job to restrict what people imagine. But what is reality? The reality is, when you can't stop any other work, why should a temple work should stop?
Right.
Do you really think we have to stop the pandemic, or to serve people in pandemic, you should stop temple construction? What logic is this? There is no logic in that. See, the problem here is, when we say these kind of things, So don't you think, Charan, let me ask you one thing. You are saying that is a private thing. So when people are coming without following social distancing, don't you think it will spread corona?
It will spread.
Then why are they constructing the big things and so many employees are being given? To construct it, you are giving an excuse saying private investment, job offers, this, that, and all. But when it comes to temple, don't you think temple is providing opportunity for the builders and the labor workforce?
It is providing.
Then why should it stop? Then why should it stop? See, the challenge here is this, Charan. We say we are irreligious. No, I don't believe in any other religion. No, I don't believe in Hinduism. I don't believe in Christianity. I don't believe in Muslim. I don't believe in Sikhism. You say so many things. But at the end of the day, you have to understand, not believing in any religion is also a religion. Correct or not?
Yeah.
Religion is a way of life. Your way of life is not believing in any religion.
So not believing in the
not
believing in any religion is a religion.
Is a religion, yeah. It's a religion in itself, right?
In Hinduism itself, we have those who don't believe in God and still they are considered to be Hindu.
Forget about Hindu word. That again is also a controversial topic. We belong to Vedic tradition, Sanatana Dharma. Do you think in our Vedas this Hindu is being documented somewhere? Go and check. So the thing is, you are saying you are not following any religion. That itself is a religion. See, I will not follow any rules. Don't you think this itself is a rule?
A community of atheists forms a religion of atheism.
That's all. That's all.
Okay.
So now what are you doing? You are trying to push, you are trying to rub your religion on other people, right?
Right. Yeah, I
so
agree.
Don't you think you are going to be considered as a fundamentalist or chauvinist?
Right, sir.
When you are irreligious, be away from the religion or be away from forcing people to accept your views.
Right. Yes,
sir, no? And
yes,
another
sir,
thing I will tell you, listen, Charan. 300 crores you are saying. Forget about all these things. Let us understand all these things are not valid. Let us whatever we spoke till now is everything is a valid point. But apart from that, let me give you another valid point. Now there are some sports that are being played. Let it be cricket or badminton or anything. When a sports person just goes to a tournament, world level tournament, international tournament, and then achieves a medal or a gold medal, whether it's a gold medal or silver or bronze, it doesn't matter, or some trophy winning, each and every government is paying them 5 crores. Okay, 5 crores reward, 600, 500 square yards land, and one job, government job, and some other benefits in other government organizations.
Yes.
What have they achieved, Charan? Tell me, what have they achieved?
A cup.
No, I'm asking. See, with due respect to that sporting personalities, I'm not criticizing them. What I'm saying is, with due respect to their efforts, sincerity, and hard work, I'm saying, why is this government doing all these things? Because they wanted to inspire the coming generations to pursue this sport, right?
Yes, sir. Right.
If you achieve something, you will be rewarded. One person in one sport is getting 5 crores. How many people he will inspire? We don't know. And maybe after that, we really don't know what is he going to achieve. Don't you think Rama has inspired so many people till now?
No, millions of people.
Millions of people. Even in that case, even if you consider 1 crore per 1 year for Rama, don't you think at least Rama has inspired 300 years of people?
That's obvious, sir.
So don't you think Rama required 300 crores of a temple? Or 500 crores of a temple? See, don't behave both ways. You are doing all these things. You are appreciating all these things. You encourage people to pursue sports, win in it, get medals, and then get rewarded by the government or other organizations. That is just a sport. Rama has inspired people to be leaders, to be humans. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Rama has inspired us to live together with communities. Rama has inspired us to respect each other and live harmoniously, Charan.
Yes, sir.
Rama taught us how to live like a human. How can you respect your father, mother, wife, children, brothers, friends, and at last enemies too? See, he is called Maryada Purushottama. Why is he called Maryada Purushottama? Maryada means boundaries. Purushottama means best form of a human. So this best form of human knows the boundaries, how to deal with everybody.
Yes, sir.
He is
Right.
an inspiration for an entire personality, right?
For the entire nation.
Let us come to nation little long. I am talking at an individual level.
Yeah. Right, sir.
Individual level is inspiring to be a complete personality.
Yeah.
Rama is inspiring you how to acquire a skill also, how to play a sport also. There is a quality of Rama called Vidwan and Samartha, where you can learn and execute. He has showed it by example. He has glorified those virtues.
Yes.
Rama has inspired us to achieve anything just by being a human being. Let us discuss about the virtues of Rama in some other video, but that's not the topic. Here I'm saying Rama is inspiring people to be complete personalities. Don't you think Rama requires that much amount of temple? Now I say that Rama is a real hero. See, now you see the real heroes, I mean the movie artists, what are they doing in the corona? Most of them have restricted themselves to home. They have a huge villas, they are enjoying their lives in home. There are very few people who are coming out and helping people, right?
Yes, sir.
In cinema, in movies, they play real hero characteristics. But when it comes to outside, what are they doing? See, again, this is also with due respect to their profession. That is their profession, they are doing their job, that's okay. I'm not talking or criticizing them. My point here is, when we can appreciate a real hero like that, why can't you appreciate a real hero, Rama?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yes or no?
When they have the capability, they are still not, helping the others during the
See,
pandemic.
that's okay. See, let us not talk about what they are doing or they are not. If they are doing something, let us appreciate. If they are not doing, let us leave it as their personal choice.
Okay.
Let us leave it. Let us not go and criticize them. Our job is not to criticize anybody, whether he is helping or not helping. Our job is not to criticize. But the point here is to appreciate Rama in multiple dimensions, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And more than anything else, why are you peeping into somebody else's job? If I am in my home and you are in your home, if I come to you and tell you what are you going to do, don't you think it is a kind of invasion into somebody's privacy or somebody's job?
Yes, sir.
How much temple should be constructed, where it should be constructed, when it should be constructed, there is a team working on that will decide. If you want to advise, go there, sit with them, talk to them, advise them, give your inputs and get it done. Just coming out and speaking something which is not related, totally disconnected, just to gain mileage or just to gain brand
Popularity.
value or popularity or whatever it is, just don't speak for the sake of it, right? Don't speak for the sake of it. You see other countries, how much they are valuing their history. How much they are valuing their history, man. Even a small brick, small stone which is of historical significance is protected in all possible ways. And now we are in an unfortunate situation where we discuss about whether Rama's temple is required or not, how much we should spend on it. Array, be bold enough to appreciate Rama, be bold enough to accept and appreciate. Age-long controversy has put to an end. Yes or no? Rama's temple, the case has, it has all possible reasons to be constructed. It is having historical reasons. It is having archaeological reasons. It is having religious reasons. It is having it has won over the legal battle. And it is having moral reasons also to be constructed, Rama's temple to be constructed there, right?
Yes, sir.
Why? See, the problem is people who feels Rama temple should not be constructed should be giving reasons. We should not be giving reasons to them.
So I guess a majority of them don't know well about Rama at all, but just want to put up a fight.
It is not majority of them, Charan. The problem here is majority of Indian or majority of this populace accepts Rama temple to be there, but they don't come out and speak up. Whoever are speaking are totally in minority, but the only thing is their voice is major. Their voice is loud, hence they are making noise. It is just
Yes, sir.
noise, that's
Yes,
all.
yes. Yes,
It is
sir.
just noise, that's all. Okay. A movie is being taken with a budget of 300 crores, man. A movie is being taken with a budget of 100 crores, 50 crores, 200 crores, 250 crores, 300 crores. Have you ever questioned why that much amount of budget is being spent on the movie? And that movie
No.
lasts only for 3 hours. Rama's temple is reconstruction of your history. See, unfortunately, when the history was destroyed in the past, we were not there. Luckily, fortunately, today, when the history is being reconstructed, we are alive. So what should be our job?
We should
To participate in it, to support it,
we should support it.
to
Yes, sir.
motivate people to join this movement. Yes or no?
To uphold dharma. Yes.
When you think that Rama is a religious figure, all this problem comes. But why are you considering Rama like that? Consider Rama as a national figure.
Rama has
Consider
never
Rama
told
as an
that.
inspiration. Rama
He
is an
never-
inspiration.
Right, right. He never claimed himself to be a Hindu also anywhere. There's no such mentions of.
Forget about Hindu, man. Let us not go to that at all. What I'm saying is, let us talk about Rama as a national figure, Rama as an inspiration, Rama as a perfect human being. More than anything else, Rama told how a person can be evolved into a personality just by being virtuous and compassionate. He is the need of the hour. He is the need of the hour during these times, man. Isn't
Yes,
it?
sir. To build ourselves emotionally, mentally during this time.
Yes, yes. And see, what is the basic ethos of our constitution? Constitution, the very basic ethos is unity in diversity. Rama taught us that. Rama taught us the very essence of our, the basic principles of our constitution. Rama is secular. Rama is a socialist. Rama is,
He treated
liberal.
everybody the same. Yes.
If you compare Rama's ideology with our constitution, totally it is in sync.
Yes.
Unity in diversity, there is no other person who has encouraged unity in diversity as Rama has done. Do you know that?
Yes, sir. Ramarajyam is the perfect society. Yes.
Not just Ramarajyam. He mingled with Sebari. He mingled with Sugriva, who is a monkey. He mingled with Guha, who is a tribesman. He mingled with Vibhishana, who is a Rakshasa, demon by nature. All these are from different communities. But do you think Rama has taken even a single penny from them? Rama has gone to Kishkinda. He has given kingdom to Sugriva. But did Rama enter into Kishkinda at all? No. Did Rama enter into the Lanka after killing Ravana? No. He just gave it back to Vibhishana, told you rule it as per your needs. Be right, be virtuous, do it properly.
Yes.
Isn't it? Did he convert them into his own religion or his own practices?
No.
This is unity in diversity. He never forced anybody to believe. He just did whatever is required there, right? Anyway, I think we have taken much of our time, but my suggestion here is, let us be bold enough, Charan. Let us be bold enough to support. Let us speak up. Let us come forward and say, we support Rama temple. What is there? This is when celebrities have to come out and say that we need Rama temple. We have to raise our voice.
Yes.
Come on, man. Mera Bharat Mahan. This is what Rama has told us. Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. Who told this? Rama told to Lakshmana.
Yes, sir.
Then Rama is a great patriot. Rama is a nationalist. Just because your eyes are blurred, don't think that everybody's vision is blurred. Anyway, let's not, because you have asked, I have answered this. Let us not answer them. Let us be united. When our support for Rama temple increases, automatically their voice will go down. We should not worry about them at all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Charan?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it is late for both of us. Let us join. Let us meet some other time and then take up some questions. Okay?
Thank you very much for answering my questions with patience, sir.
No. I'm very happy to answer this because it's been long that we met, number one. Number two, you asked some question which is very close to my heart also, because Rama is very close to my heart. and I believe Rama is there in every blood and nerve of us. So
Yes.
I'm very happy to speak about this. Maybe I'm wrong here and there, but that's okay. Ignore the uh, words which are little aggressive, but take the intent. Okay.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you very much, Hiran. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you very much. Thank you
Yes.
for your time.
Maira Bharat Mahan.
Mera Bharat Mahan.
Yes.